Hello and welcome back. And yes, good morning. It's very early here, and I like to make my videos very early. So this is a very special engine requested by Mr. Robert Smeltzer. Yes, he added me on my Snapchat and he requested his own engine. This is a cool classic engine from the 1970s. It's the Chevy Inline 6, the 250 cubic inch. I've searched the internet and it's an awesome engine made in the 1970s, made before the 70s actually. It was a very early engine and it was made along the years. But this one in particular, it was made in the 1970 while the oil crisis was, occurring. It was a really awesome engine, and most of the engines in the 70s, or especially in the oil crisis period, they were low on power or they were boring. And this one is not really exciting, but it's an awesome engine and it's very torquey. um, let's start with the specs. It's an inline 6 cast iron block with 98.4mm on the bore and 89.7mm on the stroke, which equals 4093 cc or 4.1 liters as it appears on Wikipedia. So this is 250 cubic inch of displacement. Push rods, 2 valves per cylinder, cast iron heads, no technologies whatsoever. Cast internals, as you can see, zero quality here. 8.8 to 1 compression ratio with 41 on the cam profile, and yes, you are seeing it correctly, -6 quality. This is my first time ever that I put a -6 on a requested engine. I had to do it like this because the requested power and torque figures are really hard to get. I mean, he told me on the Snapchat on his request, and I quote here, he wants the horsepower at 3800 and the torque at 3600, which is, I mean, the power is possible, it's easy to make, but the torque, that's a very different story. I tried so much. I tried to lower the cam profile, I tried to lower the quality, and this is the most close that I can get. Naturally aspirated, of course, and yes, it has only a single barrel carburetor, a single carburetor. That's it. Nothing else. No twin, no triple, nothing. A single carburetor, a single barrel fuels. A single barrel, what shape, technology, whatever you want to call it. It's a single barrel, single carburetor. Yes, standard intake manifold. As you can see, I'm using super leaded because the octane demands of this engine is a little bit high, unlike the real engine. I think it can run on any kind of cheap fuel, because it was made in the 70s in the oil crisis, so it can run on anything. Unlike this one actually required a lot of octane. 14.2 the air fuel ratio, as you can see, and the ignition time is at 22. The RPM limit is 4300. Yes, it's low, it's a little bit low on RPM limit. Zero quality here. Cast log header, which I really hate. I mean, these cast log, they are restricting air so much, but they were very common in the 60s, 70s, and I think 80s also. Even today you can still find these cast log on some cheapy cars, and I hate these very much because they are restricting so much air. Short cast, these are much better, and they are still cheap. They are not really expensive because they are still cast. It's a single pipe with 2-inch exhaust diameter or 50.8 millimeters. No catalytic converters because we are using leaded fuel here, and as you can see, twin reverse flow muffler, so I can make it quiet with +2 quality here. So it's a weird combination. As you can see, it's making 110.3 horsepower at 3800, same as requested, but the torque still 190 pound-feet of torque. This is the correct torque, but the what called the peak RPM, or the torque peak, is a little bit different. It should be 3600, but I did it so hard, and this is the closest that I can get. The engine somehow is smooth. There is no responsiveness whatsoever because it's a single carburetor and single barrel also. This is not really good for performance. Let's see, the engine is very quiet. It makes 12.9% in the 1970s using a single barrel carburetors and this weird setup. I consider it good. It's not really bad. Of course it's toxic because it's running on leaded fuel. Reliability, it's good. It's not really bad. It's good. It's reliable. It's dependable. Its engine is heavy. Yes, quarter of a ton, nearly 250 kilograms. This is heavy. Everything in the 70s was cast and heavy duty, and you know what I mean. Let's see, engineering time absolutely low. You can any company can make this engine like that, easy peasy, as you can see, nothing special. Very easy to make, very cheap also. Let's see, where is the material cost? Only it will cost the company only $800. This is nice. It's very cheap. It cost the company nearly $810, and they can sell it for $1,500 and they will get massive profits. Absolutely amazing. And it doesn't require that much cooling. It has good performance index. I mean 79.9 in the 70s by at this time, but 79 points. I consider it not bad at all. Let's find out. It's not really special. I mean, any car enthusiast or any engine enthusiast will look at this engine and he will say, what the hell are you thinking about? This is crappy engine. But no, this is a special engine, especially for Mr. Robert Smeltzer. He likes this engine, and he seems to adore it very much, because I think this engine in his current car maybe, and he loves this kind of engines, and I really love Toki engines. Toki engines are just absolutely magnificent, and I think in real life it doesn't sound like this. It should sound much better and much rumbly, because the engine in the 70s they were purring and rumbling. But you get the point. You get the point of the 70s. You know, oil crisis. Oil was or fuel was expensive, and it was very short demand, and sorry, it was high demanded by the people, but you know, the government or whatever, they were short on it. That's why it used to be so much trouble these days. Those days, yes. I'm not really good this time of the day speaking English, but I'm gonna try harder. So as you can see, the engine is running perfectly here. No knocking, no warning lights whatsoever. The only stuff that I consider that they should be changing, they should be changed, are the intake. They should add more carburetors, and the exhaust, it should be bigger, and the headers, they should be changed at least to short cast. But I'm really happy with the end result, and thank you so much, Mr. Robert Smeltzer, for your cool request. I'm really happy with the result here. Toki engine, good reliability, especially in the 70s, and I really love inline 6s. So thank you so much, Mr. Robert. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you enjoyed the video, remember to smash that like button. Show me those likes go up in the sky. Get subscribed and share the video if you want to share it. And I will see you very soon with more cool videos like this one and even more. If you have any cool requested video, just add me on my Snapchat and you can chat with me, show me your car, request an engine, whatever. My Snapchat code or my Snapchat username is available on my channel. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you very soon, and goodbye.